Played your first game. That's awesome. Well, Asger, I feel like to finish us up with this interview, we should do. I've got a lightning round, like a this or
Sure.
that feeling. I think that might be a fun way to sort of end the experience. And thank you again for taking the time. This has been a real treat and a real blast.
Good.
All right, so I wrote down a bunch of lightning round questions. We'll just blaze through them, and
Yep.
here we go. Cards or dice?
Dice.
Dice? Oh, I thought you'd go with cards because of Heat. But
I've
dice?
a lot of Warhammer in my days.
Oh
It's
yeah,
my main hobby for 15 years.
amazing. Yeah, checking dice is
Yes.
great. I feel we touched upon this, but theme or mechanics?
Mechanics.
Mechanics, yeah. Cooperative or competitive?
Competitive.
Light or heavy?
Medium.
Medium. Fair enough. I'll allow it. Solo gaming or multiplayer?
Multiplayer.
Fantasy or sci-fi?
Fantasy.
Designing or developing?
Designing.
Designing. Eurogame or Ameritrash? I guess it's thematic versus abstract also ish. Not really,
Yeah.
but like
We lean towards the abstract.
yeah. Worker placement or deck building?
Deck building.
Miniatures or meeples?
For my board games, just meeples.
But for your own preference, I feel like it was gonna be minis because you're Warhammer.
Sure. I have all my Blood Bowl teams. I have a lot of Blood Bowl teams still, but I sold all my armies otherwise.
Oh yeah. Expansions or standalone games? I think we covered this one too in terms of like having a standalone box as an expansion or just expansions.
I prefer that. I prefer it's. I don't buy a lot of expansions. It has
Yeah,
to be a game I truly love and an expansion that doesn't like change the gameplay too much.
yeah,
Right? Some people want something entirely new for their new game, and no, then I want to enjoy that core game. I can still play Assault. I'm 50 or
right,
100 games in. I've played Shot and Totten 100 times. I don't.
right. Yeah. Legacy or campaign? So basically resettable or non-resettable.
I think probably I get a little more invested in the legacy. I haven't played a
Yeah.
lot of either.
2 players or 6 players? High player, low player count.
2 players.
2 player.
Me personally. Yes.
Modular boards or fixed boards?
Fixed boards.
Fixed boards. Well, yeah, because Heat has their own sort of
Yeah.
Would you ever consider having a modular Heat expansion? Is that an item that might be on a list?
It's not in the works.
It's
No.
not in the works. Yeah.
Oh no. Already now, and of course people will want more, but also something. So the reason I lean towards fixed is the ease of setup and the
Hmm.
accessibility. That it's not a factor that you have to get into
Right.
on top of it. Um, uh, if we had not had a weather or a road condition system that could go in and adapt it, and all the other things that can go in and adapt it in Heat, I might have said that it would have been better with a modular solution for it.
Right.
But then again, there are also hopefully we get a chance to make some maps like a Las Vegas maps for the World Series of Board Games or something like this.
Hmm.
Of these maps out in the real world are so specific and so iconic that people want them to be that, not just modular, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be
Different than
awesome.
where a bike racing game every year in Tour de France they're making new routes, right?
Right.
Hardly ever racing the exact same route. Even the classics, the bigger classics, are often slightly changing here and there.
Right. Okay. Economic or area control?
Area control.
Limited resources or an open economy, like unlimited resources?
Limited.
Yeah, because then there's a fight for it.
Yeah, you can. My answers are towards the 2 player and competitive and
Right. Yeah, for sure. Hidden roles or open information? It's tough because if you have a hand of cards, like that's kind of a tough question to put because like open information is just everybody knowing everything. You could kind of say hidden roles, or like you have a hidden hand. You want to have some mystery,
Okay,
right?
sure, sure. Some hidden information. If it's not
Yeah,
hidden roles, then
yeah. We'll go hidden information or open
hidden
information.
information versus open information, hidden
Yeah,
information.
yeah. Set collection or engine building.
Set collection.
Historical setting or fictional settings. Like, would you rather base historical? Yeah, that
Oh,
makes
but
sense.
can be historical in a fictional version of the world, right?
Yeah.
But historically inspired.
I had asymmetric roles or balanced roles, or the same roles, but I think it's actually a good question.
No, I love. I played Root last week.
Oh yeah,
Right, with super asymmetrical. So I do like the asymmetric roles. The problem is that it requires everyone, even more so with Root, but any kind of asymmetric game requires everyone to be on the same page, right? And know the games really well.
yeah. And then to finish this up, what is your favorite track in Heat?
There's something about hitting that straight in Mexico with a car built for it where it just succeeds.
Yeah.
And the really difficult part of it is that not only do you want as many of your fours available, and of course other high cards, speed cards as well, but you also want to come out in third gear, play all those fours, and this is the important part. Then you want to have hit exactly 0 cards left in your draw deck, so that you have a chance of drawing these 4 cards. And so it becomes kind of deck management where if you make it work, you've thought about it many rounds in advance and discarded not too many or not too few to time it so that you can draw into it again. Either draw into it to play again or draw into it to get it from the boosts. If you don't get the force in your hand, then of course you can draw it with a stretch card or a boost. Right. Yeah. That becomes really the epitome of the deck, the full deck management, right?
Right.
Managing the discarding time and everything. Playing it and hopefully playing the same card to turn after. It's like perfection.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Well, thank you, Asger. Thank you so much for your time. This was just a friggin' blast. And if people want to come hang out with you, you're coming to the World Series of Vegas, right? The World Series Board Game in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be there all day. So I'll probably arrive a few days before, stay a few days later. I don't know. I'll be going somewhere else in the area. And then I'll spend that almost a week in Las Vegas. And I'll also go lose some money at the poker table. So, stay close if you want to take money with.
That's funny. Do you know if Daniel's coming as well? Is Daniel able to come?
Unfortunately not. It's a little harder for him to head out for 2 weeks with a family and 2 kids.
That's fair.
And of course, it's also not perfect timing because often we're very busy heading into Essen. So
of course.
But I couldn't pass up the opportunity to also go play poker.
Amazing. Well, if you at home want to come hang out with Asger, maybe get in a game of Heat, who knows? Make sure that you get your tickets if you haven't already to the World Series of Board Gaming. You can get those tickets down at WSBGvegas.com. I'm thrilled to see you in person as I run by frantically with my hair sticking up, trying to arrange the streaming. But I look forward to meeting you in person. And Asger, this was super fun, super lovely to hang out. And thanks for doing this.
Excited for it, and until September, enjoy.
Until September. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you later. So there you go. Thanks again to Asger. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to go to WSBGvegas.com and grab your tickets. I'm going to be there. Asger's going to be there. Matthias Vig is going to be there. You can get a whole bunch of different exclusives, from a new Heat map to the first ever Tournament Arc Nova map. Asger mentioned that he wants to design a Las Vegas one. Well, maybe that'll be coming down the line. Who knows? But what I do know is it will be one of the best weeks of your year, filled with board gaming, filled with community, and filled with great competition. So thanks everybody for watching. And on behalf of all of us here on WSBG Vegas, what are you waiting for? It's time to get in the game.